We played 2 matches. It's overall, I find it confusing and artificially bloated. And what I mean by that is like there is so much. So you start the game and there's a period of like a minute or however long it is where you're gearing up. And that's just you and your teammates running around this like maps that are way too big for 3v3 matches. And you're running around trying to find chests that have armor and weapons. And the armor system's a little weird because it makes you're grabbing multiple sets of armor. And every time you die, you lose a set of armor. So the game is literally like, you should grab lots of sets of armor. And it's like, it just kind of feels like it's giving you chores. But then you do all that in this weird, like, really long period of time that you, like, at the beginning to gear up. And then it's like, oh, the Stormbreaker's coming. This is how you get into the enemy base. But it's forming. So that's like another minute or 45 seconds, however long it is. And it always felt like it spawned really close to where we were. I don't know if that's always the case or if it could sometimes end up across the map or I don't know how that works. But you end up waiting around more to wait for that to spawn. And then at that point, once it finally spawns, it turns into a whoever can grab it first and get to the opposing base and trigger the raid. That's how you start that, which is, that part's kind of cool. Once you start the raid and get into it, that's when the game starts to shine a little bit, and it's like, that's where, well, maybe not shine, but that's where the fun is. And finally, you can start doing shit. And I played two heroes. Neither one, their abilities were super. Like, I didn't feel super compelled to do their abilities. Like this guy, whatever this dude's name is, he's got that big claw swipe thing, and that can tear down walls. And that's another weird thing. They have this weird, like, I guess that's supposed to be like Rainbow Six Siege or I guess Siege. I don't know if there's any of the other ones do that, but like you have your base has walls, and at the beginning it tells you, hey, you have 5 whatevers to reinforce walls, and you have to go and pick walls to reinforce. Well, I mean, that's fine, but like, it almost seems like, and I think that last where we won the game kind of showed a good example of it. It almost is prohibitive to really enforce a bunch of walls around the stuff in your base, the generators or whatever, because then it makes it harder for you to get into it once the opponent has posted up like a bomb and posted up in the room. And so that's like it feels like they've taken a lot of these random mechanics from different games, like these different hero shooters and different team shooters, and like just like, hey, let's all throw them together. But I don't think that alone is the issue. It's there's so much busy work. You get busy work for no reason. And a game like, especially for a hero shooter, like why? Like the fun of a hero shooter is you and the opposing team are going at it. So why would the majority of your game loop be busy work that has nothing to do with that? Like you're getting your equipment and shit, but like it's padded out so much with like running around these massive maps that are not appropriate for the number of players, and like doing all this weird like base like fortification stuff that really doesn't amount to much, because you tear shit down, especially once you start using. And I didn't use the rocket launcher very much, but like those tools like bust through and force walls. So it's like, and you start with it by default. So it's like what's the point? Because it's busy work. I don't know. It genuinely feels like they had the bare bones of a hero team shooter and padded it out to make it seem like it's bigger than it really is. Because and then look, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 heroes. That's not a lot. Now, granted, it's free. I get that. That's its big boon. It's a free game. But 8. There's not that much variety. And these character designs, they're just not interesting. They've done at the beginning of each match you have banter between the characters, so it's like they've tried to put some effort into building out these characters, but they just they're not that. I am not really drawn to any of them. I feel like I've seen this motherfucker in dozens of games. This guy, Jack Frost, first thing I think of. Fan service. Generic, we have the hero at home. Now this is a woman, by the way. Which is interesting. If you actually go in and look, there are skins that are she has this skin that gives her boobs, and then that it does not look, which I like, and that's fine. I not to make it sound like I'm trans, man, woman. No, that's not the problem. The problem is it literally looks like a man here, and then you have skins that change the character model. It's just weird. It's such a odd, if you're gonna go that route and make a big muscly woman, go that route. So she might be the most interesting, but really not that much. I mean, not generic shaman lady. She actually reminds me of from God of War, the other giant that Atreus meets, the girl. That's who she looks like to me. And then that's Widowmaker. That's just Widowmaker. That's the edgy fan service lady. That's it. And then this is generic beefcake guy. Not interesting, not could not care less about any of these characters. None of them look super cool or really draw or are interesting to me. The mount system, I mean, it's cool, but it's also very obvious that it's just to make moving around easier. And I guess the idea is supposed to be a big draw, but it's literally just a movement. There's not anything super cool. There's not super interesting stuff to the mount system. It's literally just movement, move around faster, and that's combat with the mounts didn't seem very interesting because as soon as you start getting shot at, you're going to lose your mount. It's just very bleh. It's very bleh, and it's a very bloated experience. So, but and you know what? Here, I'm going to do this. We'll do it live. Maybe we'll see. Maybe they're gonna because everybody's already shitting all over it. Maybe they'll get this feedback and they'll decide we need to do a crazy rework. I mean we see it all the time. So maybe they'll take this feedback and really fix it. But until that time, I am going to uninstall because it's just not that interesting.